how to create a poll using Zoom Pro. The purpose of this video is to provide steps for creating a poll in Zoom Poll via Canvas. On Friday, September 25th, 2020, the Office of Information Technology upgraded the Canvas Zoom LTI to Zoom Pro. Some of the functionality of Zoom Pro is somewhat different than the first version of Zoom in Canvas. Presently, Zoom Pro is only available through Canvas. Polls are a great way to test students' knowledge about course content. The Zoom polling feature allows you to create a single choice or multiple choice polling question for your Zoom meetings. A poll can be created during the Zoom meeting or before the meeting starts. The Zoom Pro polling feature allows you to import a CSV file into your Zoom meeting. This is the new way to create your polls prior to the start of a meeting, whereas Zoom.us allows you to type the poll questions directly into Zoom. I will walk you through the steps of creating the Zoom Pro poll. The first step is to go to the Canvas course associated with the poll you would like to create. Click the Zoom Pro link. Next, create the Click Here link. This link will redirect you to Zoom Pro, not to your Zoom.us account. The interface is different than Zoom.us. As you can see, I have a meeting scheduled for December 4th. I will use this meeting to demonstrate the steps for creating a poll. Click the name of your meeting. For me, it's WSSU Test Course Zoom. Go to the bottom of the page and you will see the polling section. Click on the Download a CSV template link. This template contains two polls, polling 1 and polling 2. I am going to update the polling 1 poll and remove the polling 2 information. The question name column is where you would type your question. The question type column indicates if the possible responses are multiple or single. The answers column is where you would type the possible answers. The first question is, how useful was this meeting? The question type is multiple, and this means the students can select more than one response. The answers are extremely useful, somewhat useful, and not useful at all. For this question, your students could select several answers. For the next question, how useful was this course? It is a single question type, and therefore students can only select one answer. The answers potentially are extremely useful, somewhat useful, not useful at all. I am going to add another question. Be sure to skip a row if adding a new question. The question is, what is the course ID? The question type is single. And before I type the possible answers, I am going to skip a row below the questions and question type. So I'm going to move my cursor down one. The answers are City 100, City 101, and City 102. Create your additional questions as demonstrated in this example. When you have typed all the questions, question types, and answers, be sure to save the file. I am going to save the file and click Save As. I'm going to browse to my desktop, and I am going to save this file as Zoom Pro Poll. Be sure to change the file type to CSV, delimited. And I'm going to click Save. Now we will go back to Zoom Pro Meeting where the downloaded CSV file for the poll was located. Click the Import CSV button. If the file is formatted correctly, Zoom will inform you of the number of questions that were imported into the poll. So as you can see, Zoom is telling me you have created one poll for this meeting. And it also indicates that there are 3 questions. We can look at the questions to see what they are, which is what was on the Excel spreadsheet. How useful was this meeting? And it gives the answers. How useful was this course? It provides the answer. And the question that we added, what is the course ID? It provides those answers, and if it's single or multiple choice answer responses. So the poll was saved into this meeting that was already created for us. The next thing we need to do is when the meeting is live, we then will to start this meeting. And if your meeting is live, what you would do when you're ready to activate the polls, click on the polls button. And notice that the poll questions appear. And when I am ready to launch those questions, I select Launch Polling. And your participants will be able to see these questions on the screen and respond to those questions. Now, I will show you the difference between Zoom Pro, which I demonstrated, and Zoom.us. Right now, I'm in Zoom.us meeting. I'm not in Zoom Pro, but I'm in Zoom.us, and I'm going to the meeting, which is this one, WSSU Test Course Zoom. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the page and notice there isn't a way to import your Zoom questions as it was in Zoom Pro. However, notice my polling questions are automatically populated in Zoom.us. So if I wanted to come and add an additional question, I can edit, and what will happen, as always, you will be able to add a question and type your question and provide the answers. and select Save. When you need to activate the Zoom polling from Zoom.us, you select the polls button in Zoom in the live meeting and the polls will appear. So that step is the same as Zoom Pro, but it's just in the way in which the polls are created prior to starting the Zoom meeting. So as a review, for Zoom Pro, you have to launch an Excel spreadsheet to import the questions into your meeting, whereas for Zoom.us, which is where we are right now, you can just go in and actually create a poll by clicking on that button and typing your questions directly into the platform for that specific meeting. So Zoom.us does not have a way to import your questions from an Excel spreadsheet. You just type the questions directly into the system. I hope this information was helpful. Thank you.